Hello, I'm Nicole from DiFluid. Welcome to DiFluid new product launch event. This is the first time we're introducing our product in press conference. Our first new product of 2024 is the green bean analyzer, DiFluid Omix. The technology, performance, and indicators achieved by this product may revolutionize the entire coffee industry. DiFluid Omix supports automatic mode switching. Insert the testing samples and Omix will identify it, whether it is green beans, roasted beans, beans with shells, coffee grounds, or other sample categories. There is no need for the user to switch modes for each testing. With single click, the following data will be detected: water activity, moisture content, density, roast level, extraction rate, bean size, bean temperature, humidity, altitude, and atmosphere, and other key data. This will meet the precision quality control needs of coffee beans in different states. As you all know, regular coffee beans cost only a few dollars per pound, while special coffee beans can sell for thousands or even tens of thousands of dollars per pound. What causes such a huge difference in price? What determines their quality? There are several factors. First, the growing environment, such as temperature, humidity, and altitude. Second, the inherent properties of the beans, such as water activity, moisture content, density, bean size, and even bean temperature. Third, post-harvest processing methods, such as pre-processing and roasting techniques. All of these factors combined determine the quality of the beans. A mistake in any of these stages can potentially affect their final flavor. So, how do you control the quality throughout this entire process? Setting up a laboratory and purchasing equipment like a water activity meter, moisture content tester, calorimeter, density tester, thermometer, hydrometer, and some small tools like sieves could be an option. One could also resort to traditional methods such as visually inspecting bean size and density by biting. Obviously, this is impractical. Purchasing all the equipment is not only expensive, but inconvenient to carry around. Traditional identification and judgment are inefficient. Data recording is cumbersome, and accuracy is questionable. Today, the product we are launching will solve all the problems. This is DiFluid Omix All-in-One. Water activity detection. The first characteristic is speed. The result will display in 20 to 30 seconds. The second is accuracy. Precision is up to plus minus 0.005 AW. How do we achieve this? Using a chilled mirror dew point measurement. This method consists of three parts: a laser emitter, a micro mirror with a cooling module, and an optical detector. How does it operate? When the air flow reaches humidity equilibrium and directly flows towards the mirror. As the mirror temperature continues to drop, condensation occurs. At this point, the device detects changes in the signal. By recording the condensation temperature T1 of the mirror and the corresponding bean temperature T2, the water activity can be calculated. This innovative detection technology significantly reduces detection time and greatly improves accuracy. The chilled mirror dew-point measurement is the only method that conforms to national and international standards and is certified by the AOAC International. Moisture content detection. We utilize a multi-channel capacitance method, achieving a precision of ±0.1% and a range of 1% to 60%, placing Omix at the forefront of the coffee industry. The principle behind this is based on the fact that the moisture affects dielectrical constant, which is used to measure the moisture content. The higher the moisture content, the greater the dielectrical constant. One end of our container serves as the positive electrode, while the container wall acts as the negative electrode. When coffee beans are placed in the container, the moisture content inside the beans affects the dielectrical constant. This results in corresponding changes in the capacitance value of the circuit. By detecting these capacitance values, we can accurately calculate the moisture content of the coffee beans. Due to variations in green bean processing method, such as washed and sun-dried with shells, the presence of husks affects moisture content detection. This is why existing equipment on the market requires manual selection of detection models before beginning the test. However, our products automatically switch models. Through data algorithm, the DiFluid Omix precisely identifies whether the bean has shells, are green, or are dried fruits, thus avoiding the influence of husks on the moisture content and ensuring more precise and reliable results. Density detection. As we all know, density equals weight divided by volume. When the container is filled with beans, the volume of the building container is fixed, and the weight can be obtained through the building sensor. However, the gap between the beans will affect the volume. How can we accurately calculate the true value of a pile of beans? We adopt the displacement method, where the container is filled with water and beans are emptied. The water level will rise, and the volume of the displaced water can be used to determine the volume of the beans. By dividing this volume by the weight, the true density is calculated. Omix identifies the gaps between the beans through two-dimensional imaging technology. Then, by comparing the data obtained by the device with that from the displacement method, a data model is established, making the density measured by Omix extremely close to the true density. We call it estimated density, denoted as zero. We all know changing the habit of the entire industry is challenging. Current equipment on the market calculates the density of the beans by dividing the weight of the beans by the volumes of the bean container, and then multiplying compensation factors to estimate the density of the beans. In order for our users to compare with other devices and the previous records, Omix also provides the usual bulk density number, denoted as G2. Color detection. Utilizing near-infrared imaging technology to detect the color of roasted beans and coffee grounds. This allows Omix to see more details than human vision. Compared to equipment currently on the market that provides only an average value, Omix can see the color of each individual bean and provides a distribution histogram. This has long been an issue for some advanced roasters. Why do beans roasted with the same sample and the same average color have different flavors? That's because within the same sample size and average color, there may be a higher proportion of beans in some color ranges and a lower proportion in others. Even more impressively, Omix can accurately identify noise, such as silver skin and background in the beans. Additionally, with a larger sample detection plate diameter, the same capacity is increased, making the data more accurate. A product like this, in terms of its performance and specifications, will satisfy everyone. In addition to the functions I have mentioned above, we have added many surprises such as expansion rate, mesh, temperature, humidity, atmosphere, and more. Now, are you all eagerly anticipating trying it out? Let's experience Omix firsthand.
Hi everyone, welcome to our lab. I believe with the previous introduction, some of you are already familiar with Omix. Now let's see how it works. First, let's start with water activity. Now I'm holding this calibration bottle. To use this, we need to add salt to this line here, and then we pour water to here. Shake well, we get the saturated salt water. Here we have 3 solutions for the test. This is lithium chloride with a standard water activity of 0.113. This is magnesium chloride, water activity at 0.328. And this is potassium sulfate, water activity at 0.973. Now let's test the water activity of these 3 standard solutions. So we did 3 tests for each solution, and then in average, the differences between the numbers we get with Omix and the standard number of each solution is 0, 0.003, and 0 respectively. Next, let's check the moisture content. Here we have a moisture testing machine. I just put 20 grams of green beans into the tester and the drying process will begin soon.
2,000 years later.
Okay, now the beans are dry. And the weight now is 18 grams. So we had 20 grams of green beans before drying. After the drying process, we have 18 grams of beans. And we have the moisture content of 10%. So the moisture content we got with Omix was 10.1%. It's amazing how the 2 numbers are only 0.1% in difference. With Omix, the results consist of two numbers, estimate density and bulk density. With the estimate density, which is powered by our unique algorithm, closer to the actual density. Now let's verify. We have a scale here. Now let's get some beans. Here we have 50 milliliter of water. Now we're gonna add the beans into the tube. Now the water level is at 76 milliliter, which means the true volume of the beans is 26 milliliter. So we have the weight of the beans, and then we have the volume of the beans, which gives us the density of the beans. The estimate density from Omix is only 0.9 grams per liter, so the true density. The standard way to determine roast level of the beans is to measure their axon value, and we have an axon machine here with us today. Here are some roasted coffee beans. Let's see what's the axon value. So that was the axon machine. Now let's try with Omix. So we did the axon test with the two machines for several times, and the numbers show that the deviation between the two tests So we have prepared some screens here of different sizes to verify the results given by Omix. So here we have the size of the beans detected by Omix that reads 13 to 15 mesh and 5.55 millimeter in diameter. So let's see how much beans are left on each screen. Here are the results. A majority of the beans are of 5.5 to 6 millimeters, which corresponds with the measurements by Omix. Finally, we're done with all the tests here. Thank you for your time. Now back to Nicole.
So, are you amazed? For such an astonishing product, I'm sure you are curious about the price. Omix is priced at $18.99 USD and includes the detection of water activity, moisture content, density, temperature, humidity, altitude, atmosphere, mesh, and expansion rate. Additionally, we are introducing Omix Plus, which adds the precise and stable color detection functions, and it's priced at $25.99 USD. We plan to officially launch the DiFluid Omix and Omix Plus at our official store, digitizefluid.com, on June 1st, 2024. To thank our loyal customers for your support, we'll have an event before the launch, and for a limited time, be offering a limited quantity of early bird specials. Stay tuned to our official social media platforms for updates. Finally, I want to express our gratitude to the entire research and development team for their tireless efforts and continuous innovation. And also, thank you to all the DiFluid fans for your unwavering support. You are always our greatest motivation to move forward. Thank you, everyone. Goodbye from the DiFluid first new product launch event. See you in the next launch. Bye bye. 再见啦！
所以我们这里是用的非导电的塑料键嘛。
这个 moisture， 然后 density 的话，它是用那个
它刷起来一页一页的刷嘛。
temperature, humidity.
Quickly. Minus